Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm back with another video. Basically, this video I want to talk about how I got into meditation and kind of the deep breathing exercises that I do and things like that. I suffer from this thing called adult attention deficit disorder. Basically, it's a fancy way of saying I can't focus. It's hard for me to focus on certain tasks for a long amount of time. Like I can't focus on a certain task for long without having to. Like something like when I'm at work, a lot of times I'm always tapping my fingers on something, or as you can see in this video, I'm always talking with my hands, or I have to get up and move around. It's hard for me to focus, and and one of the ways to treat this is medication. And me personally, I'm a type 1 diabetic. I take a lot of medication for that. So I don't want to add things on and take all this medication. And then, so I started taking it at first, and it kind of put me in like a loopy, sort of like zoned out frame. And I didn't like being in that space and in that, because it couldn't help me creatively. So I stopped taking it, and I started looking up other ways of kind of dealing with it. And one way I found was to do meditation and breathing exercises. It helps you focus, and it helps you to eliminate everything else that's going on, and kind of makes you, kind of think linearly, if that's a word. And so that's what I did. A lot of times, at first it started off slow. I started off really slow, where I was doing a minute a day. Every day, when I first woke up every morning, I would sit on my bed for 1 minute and just close my eyes, not think about what I'm going to do today, not thinking about making a to-do list of everything that needs to be done. Just close my eyes, and I took some deep breaths in, and, inhale deeply and exhale deeply for 1 minute. And that helped me clear my mind so that I can move on through the day. And then I found myself, if I was ever getting stressed or in situations where I felt like I needed to stop and rethink, like my mind, because I can feel my mind is getting a little cluttered. When I felt like that, I would stop whatever I was doing for a minute, just a minute, not 5 minutes, not 10 minutes, not an hour, just 1 minute of deep breathing. Breathing in deeply, exhale mouth through the mouth deeply. I did that for, a little while, and it helped. And that's how I got into it, because I didn't want to be, I guess, a slave to the medication. And I didn't like the way I felt on it. So that's how I got into medication. That's how I got into meditation, and, helping me be a peaceful person. And it works. And I feel like I encourage everyone out there, if you feel like you're going through your day, you feel a little overwhelmed, because we're always stressed, we're ripping and running, we're doing this, we're doing that, we're trying to get this done, trying to get that done, we're trying to do 50 million things when we really only have time to do 20 million things. So we're always trying to squeeze in that 25th hour, trying to squeeze it from somewhere. And it's very stressful. And stress not only affects you mentally, but then it begins to affect you physically. That's why, you get sick a lot, and or you just, you're tired and things like that. You're not at your best. Well, if you just relax for 1 minute a day, that's all I suggest that we all try this. Relax for 1 minute a day, deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Just try to clear your mind of the clutter. It really helps you focus on what you really need to do. That's just my tip. It's a little bit of how I got into it, and how I decided to get into it was because I didn't want to take medication for ADD. I still don't feel like I have. I just feel like I'm just not focused. But that's what they say I have. I was diagnosed with ADD, adult attention deficit disorder. And so one way of not taking medicine is to do meditation and deep breathing and kind of deal with it on my own. I suggest that you try that before you try medication. I mean, if you feel like you need to take the medication, and take it, by all means. Take medication, do what you need to do. But as far as me, that's how I got into it. When I was diagnosed, I looked for alternate treatments, and that was an alternate treatment that worked for me. Like I said, if you have any questions, you can always leave me a comment. You know, let me know how you feel. That's about it. All right. Peace.